Hello everyone. Good evening or good afternoon, wherever you're at. Najumu here, and we're back with more Coffee Talk Episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly. So, quick little recap. We learned a little bit more about Lucas and Riona, two of the new characters that showed up in this game. We learned a bit more about the human form of Neil. After staying on Earth for all these years, he has now gained a more humanoid figure. So that was pretty interesting. And we've learned that Hyde, who is the vampire that we learned for the first game, is moving back to Seattle. So that's kind of interesting as well. Seems like he didn't like where he lived before, which I believe was New Jersey for some reason. I mean, it has been a while since we gave the game a look, so yeah. So we're just gonna continue on with the story. Also, hello, Abias. Welcome. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty well. There were a few things that I had to take care of IRL, so that's why I came a little bit late, but it's all good now. So let's continue, shall we? Okay, so now we're going to give Lua any strong coffee with spice. All right. So, what can offer a good amount of spice? Obviously, it's ginger. Coffee and ginger. Let's see what it will give us. Is there an item we can give to her? Have you had dinner? I had food earlier, yeah, so I'm good. I had food like an hour or so ago, so I'm good. Appreciate it though. Now let's go back. Yeah, let's throw that away. She wants something that's a little bit bitter. Why don't we do double coffee and ginger? Let's see what will happen. Ooh, okay. Let's see what she'll think. And a jahe tubruk for the lady. Oh, an oldie goodie. Perfect. Oh, it's the right one. I can feel myself relaxing already. What? You're weird. That thing doesn't smell relaxing to me at all. Aw, you're weird. I guess we're both weird. Oh, I wonder who's coming in. That we are. Oh, it's Hyde. My lovely weirdo. My perfect misfit. Oh, he's just sitting there looking at them. This is so much better. It really is. Have I mentioned I love your smile? Never enough. Ugh, disgusting. I'm going to need something real spicy to wash this down. I'd love to serve it to you, Hyde. If Bailey's doesn't want to order, that is. My perfect misfit doesn't make sense. I mean, that's how it goes in this world, so we'll just go with it, right? Hi, sorry, didn't hear you come in. Yeah, I know. You were busy doing whatever you were doing. Hey, Hyde. Go ahead, get yourself a drink. I can wait. I'll stick here for a while anyway, until Lua properly gets off work. Alright then. Did you hear me, Sai? Spicy is the name of the game. Any preference on the spice or the base? Nope. Just make sure it's got the spicy kick of Sansei. Then double it. Double it, you say? I guess we're gonna use the same one, but for just in this case, we'll try to save. Yeah, just to be safe. Just to be safe. Spicy kick and double it. Wait, hold up. Can we give him milk? I don't think. Let's see. Spicy kick of something and then double it. Alright, let's reset. Maybe I'm gonna use milk and ginger. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. And ginger milk. Nah. That's not gonna work. It needs to be special. We need something spicy. Maybe we'll give him the same one, right? Oh, wait. No. Let's see what happens. If it doesn't work, then we'll have to reload again. Here we go. Let's see. Ah, well, it doesn't work. We gotta load again. Ah, Farnaz, welcome. Yes, it has been a while. Hope you're doing well. It has been a while, yes. I'm doing great. We're playing some Coffee Talk 2. We're trying to give this person here, Hyde, a spicy drink. A super spicy drink. A spicy kick of something and then double it. Let's see. Can it be tea? Nah. And we can't use chocolate. Well, let's check the brew pad. Let's see. Yes, a spicy drink. It must be spicy. And he wants it doubled. That's a tea. Tea? We could try tea. Hold up. Tea with ginger. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's just ginger tea. Let me think for a bit. Let me think. What can we use which could be... that could be actually a bit spicy? Something... it has to have ginger in it, right? It has to have ginger in it. Yeah, I'm trying to think for a little bit, folks. Let's see. Coffee, ginger, cinnamon? And we could try that. Coffee, ginger, cinnamon. We could try that. Let's see what happens. Gingerbread coffee. Alright, we'll see what happens. Now, there's no pepper. Here you go. There should be plenty of spice in this. It does smell like it. And taste like it. Well done, Sai. This is the kick I need. Oh, well, nice. Nice work, Abias. I'm glad. Alright, back to the lovebirds here. Your family troubles have sorted themselves out, yes? Still on the marriage track? Yeah, we are. We definitely are. Not getting too bored? Not really. Turns out planning a wedding is, well, suitably entertaining. Hibiscus, ginger, and ginger. That's an interesting combination. But I think we managed to get the right combination for Hyde. That's one way of putting it. Can't wait to be at the marriage stage of it, to be honest. Could you sound any less enthusiastic? Hey! Here they go again. Good to see that some things don't change. And such a dramatic backdrop, too. You should start serving popcorn, Sai. I'd be more enthusiastic if we didn't fight about it every single time. No, I'm not engaging with this right now. I got to go to work anyway. Alright. I'm going to have a drink. Bye, Sai. Bye, Hyde. Dude, I think Hyde is a broken heart or... No. They should be fine. But, you know, it's just like... They're like almost getting married. And, you know, the preparations for getting married is quite a lot. See ya. What can I make you, Mr. Bailey's? I think something warm, sweet, and comforting, please. A hot chocolate, perhaps? Yes, chocolate with honey and milk could work. Okay, thanks for making it easy for me. Chocolate, honey, and milk. There we go. Brew. Let's see what it's gonna be. Chocolate Miracle. Ooh. They're using the katakana way of calling milk. There you go. There we go. A Chocobi Miracle for you. Perfect. This feels so good, Sai. It means a lot that you're always looking out for all of us. On a miserable night like this, it's heartwarming. But of course, you're our valued customers. Hope Lua didn't get too soaked. You do care a lot about her. Of course I do. Then why all the fighting? You tell me. This wedding is bringing out the worst in us. Since we sorted out the situation with my family. You mean, since you cut them off? Yeah, since I stopped talking to their judgmental faces. Lua and I haven't fought about anything. Until now. Every time we try to organize this thing, it's like we become different people. Let me ask you something. Go ahead. What do you want from this wedding? How do you mean? It's not complicated. I'm just asking what you want. If you close your eyes and picture the day, what do you see? Honestly, I have no clue. I know Lua's there, but that's about it. That's not a bad start, in truth. But if you don't have specific expectations, why don't you let her do what she wants? You make it sound so easy. I want her to have what she wants. That's exactly what I've been trying to achieve. I've been picking up on everything she's liking on Tomodachi. Every wedding picture she's spinning online, all the places she finds cool, all the fashion designers she follows. She deserves to have all that, to have a special day. But every time I make a suggestion, she won't hear of it. She says it's too much, too expensive, too this, too that. Is it too much, too expensive? That's not the point. I don't want her to have a shabby wedding. Just because I'm estranged from my family. I want her to have what she wants, what she deserves. A proper princess wedding. You are a remarkably presumptuous young man. Mr. Hyde? No, that's all right. I know Hyde helped Lua back in the day. He's got something to say. I want to hear it. Good, because I was going to say it whether you like it or not. You're sitting here, going on about everything Lua should want, as if you could know what's in something else's heart. Even when you love someone. No, especially when you love someone. You should never presume to know what they need. Lua is the only one who can tell what Lua wants. But that's exactly the problem. When I ask her, she always says she doesn't know. Then give her the time to figure it out. It's not going to help if you pressure her with 1,000 suggestions a minute, or if you try to force her into some sort of princess wedding, just to make you feel good about yourself. Yeah, a couple problem, right? Yeah, but I mean, they both have good intentions, right? They both have good intentions, especially Bailey's, but Hyde has a point. Bailey's is assuming that he's doing what's good for Lua, but Lua herself knows what's best for herself. So it's not the fact that they're like being assholes at each other. No, it's just misunderstandings. But it's based off of good intentions. But what if it takes so long that we reach old age, and we're still not married? If you reach old age and you're still together, married or not, I think that counts as a win. And since we're talking about taking some time, you should also use that time to figure out what you want. Otherwise, the best you'll get is a wedding, based on your skewed idea of what Lua's wedding should be. That sounds pretty sad to me. Well, that wasn't pleasant to hear. Haley's. But it also wasn't wrong. Give her time and figure out what I want, huh? Sounds so simple. Should have thought about that before, I guess. You're not bad at this love thing, are you, Hyde? Perhaps I should consider a career in couples counseling. That doesn't sound nearly as much fun as modeling. Doesn't it? Modeling gets old after a while. I thought you were having a good time in LA. Ah, it's Los Angeles, not in New Jersey. My bad. I was. Until I wasn't. I'm moving to Seattle, in fact. I kept my contract with the agency, just in case. There aren't many modeling jobs to be had here. Really? What are you going to do then? Go back to my mafia dwarf buddies, of course. Come on, I'm obviously kidding. Are you? Phew. I wouldn't go back to them. I'd go back to being chased by them. Besides, I checked in on them, and everyone I used to find entertaining has retired now. Meanwhile, their grandkids manage the whole enterprise. Like it's some sort of startup. Are we seriously talking about the mafia right now? That's for me to know. And for you to wonder about. Mr. Hyde likes to play a little. Guilty as charged. I can't help it. When I see an earnest face, I have to tease it. I'll take that as a compliment. But also, what's wrong with managing things like a startup? That sounds like a pretty efficient approach, right? You young people. Impatient in business like you're impatient in love. Efficiency isn't everything. I have all the time in the world. Don't care if things are done fast. I want them done right. Maybe you should go into slow fashion. Or fine arts. If you paint with oils, that'll take some proper time. Fine arts was the first thing I got good at a few centuries ago. But my style isn't trendy nowadays. Oh, for those of you who aren't familiar, Hyde is a vampire. Too much chiaroscuro lighting. And putting blue in skin tones isn't novel anymore. If you're insinuating that you're Rembrandt, shh. My mafia buddies find out, I'll be in trouble. You're always joking around, Hyde. But for all that, you don't sugarcoat your advice. You're a pretty great listener. I hope you also have people who listen to you. I'm moving here to be closer to them. What was that? Nothing. I believe your phone's ringing. Ah, it's Lua. She's done with work for the day. Finally. In a hurry to leave, Mr. Baileys? No, not at all. I am looking forward to going home. And keep bickering? Nah, I don't think so. I had an epiphany right just now. Must be something in the drink. I'm going to leave the topic alone for a little while. Good, Eb. Enjoy your night, Zen. I think I will. Thanks, Hyde. And thanks, Sai. Of course. Have a good night, Mr. Baileys. Mr. Hyde, what was that about the mafia and modeling and fine arts? Are you genuinely considering a career change? All I'm considering right now is whether my car got nicked. I know old man Georgie said this area is safe. It's a bit of a pile of junk. But it's a pile of junk with sentimental value. I sense a story. It's quite the story indeed. But I'll make it short, because it's getting pretty late. I got this car many moons ago, back when Gala was my bodyguard. I had been stuck in Seattle for a while, working day in and day out. At some point, I decided that I needed a proper break. But, you know Gala, he's a bit of a stickler for the rules. There was no way I could have a night out in the middle of a big job. Not on his watch. So you slipped his watch? Aha! You know me well, sir. Some friends and we decided to get together. I was to provide the ride. They provided the entertainment. I did the usual thing. I waited until Gala was sound asleep. Then I left a pile of pillows under the duvet, tired shit. And I snuck out of the hotel room. Man, that is a cartoonish escape. There was only one problem. Gala was my chauffeur as well. He had your car keys. He had my car keys. And I wasn't about to poke the bear wolf. So I went to the nearest dealership and got the cheapest car I could find. I only intended to keep it for the night, you see. I'll spare you the details, but my friends and we drove to a lovely spot with a view. It was a sort of action which, I admit, might appear ambiguous from the outside. but to me was very enjoyable indeed. We were right in the thick of it, when suddenly we hear a tap on the window. Let me guess, that was Gala, the wolf himself. He peers inside, then he starts banging on the door so hard the whole car is shaking. We all just kind of freeze, and then he says, "How dare you kidnap Mr. Hyde?" Hyde is Agent 47? Exactly, this is pretty much like Hitman. You know, speaking about Hitman, I am kind of curious about that game. Maybe I'll try it someday. I do want to do the boomerang briefcase trick. Opens his door and tosses my dates outside. Mr. Hyde, you're not winding me up, are you? Oh, sigh, I wish. Sorry, it still sends me into a fit just to think about it. He princess carried me out of the car, if he can believe it, if he can believe that. That's a conscious. No, this is a big word. This is a conscientious bodyguard if I ever heard one. Right? Truly earning his yearly bonus. I didn't even have the chance to explain the situation. At least, not until he removed my gag. Gala acted like he was angry, but in reality, he was mortified. It's not as mortified as my dates, whom I had to pick out of the grass. Poor Gala. Tisk sigh. I see where your allegiance lies. Personally, I say poor me. I never saw those lovely friends again after that fiasco. But I couldn't be angry at Gala, even then. In fact, I found her chivalry rather charming. He didn't seem to find my antics quite as charming, though. He had woken up and found me, and was already suspecting the worst. And that was before he discovered me in a strange car in the middle of nowhere, in a compromising position. I think he was truly terrified on my account. So, he stopped talking to me for a few weeks. That doesn't sound unfair. I suppose it wasn't. He also wouldn't give my car keys back. I got stuck with this old thing you can see outside. As the worst of it is, if you can believe it, I decided as a grand gesture to chauffeur him around in it. He stopped sucking really quickly after that. I suspect he wasn't a huge fan of my driving. Anyhow, I decided to keep the car in the end, for whatever reason. My car collection has had some serious turnover, but this one isn't going anywhere. I must have replaced everything inside it a dozen times over, and it's very banged up. But I guess I've grown fond of it by now. We're both a little stuck in time, this car and I. You're rather more sentimental than I thought, Mr. Hyde. Sentimental, hmm? That's what you took away from that story? But I suppose you're right. Good thing it's only us here. I can plausibly deny this conversation ever took place. Still, the rain has stopped, and this is my cue to go. For I lose all my remaining cred. I hope the car is safe and sound. So do I. And Sai, yes? Nah, nothing. Have a good night. Good night, Mr. Hyde. Alright, I think that's the end of another night. And safe journey home. Blue lightning, the best remedy for an upset tummy or a bored mind. And in a pretty color to boot. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty. Alright, next night, which is Monday, September 25th, 2023. The first wave of visa applications to Europe rejected for failure to include passport signatures. Ooh, that's rough. The rise and fall of Weirdstein box offices. A brief history. Sold out. Replica astronaut suits experience an extreme increase in sales. That's cool. Right, let's start the day. I hope the power hiccups didn't affect the machine too much. This is a very slow start. Ah, here we go. Right in the nick of time. Wait, who's coming? Welcome, you two. It's a relief to see you safe and sound. Hi, Sai. Yes, also very relieved. It was a little scary last time. We analyzed the events of the evening and found 31.245% frightening and 68.755% distasteful. Leaving in such a hurry is not an experience we care to repeat. Hopefully, this will be a quieter evening. Yes, that is our wish. Anyhow, greetings are customary in cafes, bars, and restaurants, are they not? Therefore, good evening. Even in reality, it should be good night. We find that very strange. That good evening is a way to say hello, but good night is a way to say goodbye. Is this assuming that you never start an encounter at night? Because that theory would appear to be empirically wrong. For example, this is the second time we meet, Earthchild, and both times have been at night. Our 100% sample does not bear out the aforementioned premise. Additionally, the very concepts of evenings and mornings seem only marginally... Amanda? Yes, what is it? I think Sai tried to interject a couple of times. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, Sai. No, it's alright. I didn't have anything important to say. The truth is, I'm not sure why our greetings have a circadian rhythm. Earthlings are a creature of habit, I suppose. They get attached to certain ways of using language, and often don't question the actual meanings of words. Yes, at least in this particular case, no one's getting hurt. Since I arrived here, I've observed that some thoughtless uses of language can have a much more painful effect. Indeed. We see, and we agree. And we apologize for interrupting you, Sai. Don't worry about it. Communicating without a hive connection is rather challenging. Besides, we have been in a somewhat heightened mental state. We have been finding Earth quite curious. Extraordinary, even. We are keen to absorb as much information as we can during our visit here. It seems to us our siblings who previously visited Earth came back with findings of a rather superficial nature. We are excited to gather data
that will advance the science of Earth studies. Our return to the hive will be triumphal. Ahem. Of course, we do not do such things for the glory. But still, we are looking forward to seeing our work recognized.
So, are you a scholar, Miss Amanda?
Yes, that is a good equivalence of what we are. We specialize in data gathering and analysis of poorly charted territories.
That sounds very impressive.
Oh, DGA PCT is much less impressive than our siblings' mission. Silver is an explorer and an adventurer. He is deserving of respect, and his mission is to find a prospective partner is of the utmost importance.
Still prospective, huh? No progress on that front, I take it? Well, I wouldn't quite say that. Very intriguing. You're always so professional, son. You rarely ask direct questions. I think you're a little curious about the gossip, right? What happened to that agent who was looking for these guys? Well, they gave them the slip. Yeah. They gave them the slip. So Lua and, of course, the bartender managed to convince the agent guy to... Yeah, they don't have any aliens in here. He died? No, he didn't die. At least not yet. Yeah, at least not yet.
What is a gossip?
Gossip is information about what goes in other people's lives.
Oh, we see. So it's like data on individual beings then?
Yes, that sounds right.
We love gossip. What is wrong with it?
Nothing at all. I would love to listen to yours. But let me at least make you a drink first.
We must consider our choice of drink carefully. We suggest our sibling goes first.
Are you ready to order, Silver? I have an idea, yes. Can we expect an interesting new recipe? You're a barista yourself now, after all. A barista? How am I... Oh, you mean the cafe? Yes, you mentioned you were opening one, didn't you? I am, after a fashion. But I'm not focusing on drink menus just yet. Also intriguing. I promise I'm not just withholding information, Sai. But things are a little complicated. Is it alright if we start with the drink? I'll try my best to explain everything afterwards. That sounds good to me. Then I think I'd like something simple tonight. Do you remember the first drink I ordered when I came here years ago? Wasn't it a coffee-based drink? It was a coffee drink. I think you mentioned it was very bitter. Bitter and tart, right? Yes, that's right. A bitter and tart coffee drink. A bitter and tart coffee drink. Let's see. A bitter and tart coffee drink. Let me think about that for a bit. Let's see. I'm trying to think about this for a bit. Alright, hold on. Let me just save this first. Let's go back. Save. let's continue. Okay, so I'm trying to think about this one. Okay, so it's probably coffee, and lemon. Yeah, that's what it is. Black lemon. All right, let's serve it. Here's a black lemon for you, Silver. That definitely looks like what I had in mind. And it tastes interesting. It's very minimal, yet strong. Very enjoyable. I think I might prefer sweeter things, but I'm glad I tried this one. You know, I second what Miss Amanda said last time. You feel the same in some ways, yet also so very different. I don't know. I do think that everyone keeps changing all the time. Maybe we feel our personalities make sense because we see ourselves in hindsight, when the truth is we make ourselves up as we go along.
That is a very insightful theory, Silver. You have grown wiser. You used to be a rather youthful and innocent part of the hive.
Ah, well, I have had to learn and adapt here. It has been a couple of years, after all. But despite all that, and considering what I said about people changing all the time, I don't think I've changed that much. I've changed all that much. In fact, it's as if I've been becoming a little more me every day. Just revealing myself.
Speaking of that, we meant to ask, how did you choose this specific Earthling appearance over another? Our observation is that Earthlings come in a great many varieties, with a near infinity of combinations. Did you run a random generator algorithm?
Oh no, it wasn't random at all. RNG character creation. Yeah, that's something that you get to see in like a lot of games with character creators. Even if at first it wasn't a conscious process. I chose the way I look because it felt true to who I am. When I first started coming to this cafe, I've had a hard time understanding this world and its rules, but there were already some things that I could relate to. Some things that felt familiar, like Hyde's eyes that always see beyond the surface, or Gala's outfit, which is a sign of kindness and trust. I borrowed these traits from them without even realizing. You took inspiration from them. Yes, our species seems to have the ability to do that. But Gala's fashion I couldn't keep after all. It came with responsibilities. People stopped me all the time to ask me for medical advice. I can see how that would be problematic. Yes, but then I found this fictional universe where all the stories take place in the stars. So I changed my outfit to imitate theirs. And at some point, it all came together. One morning, I saw myself in the mirror and I felt right. Like the way I looked matched who I was. It made me feel at peace. So although I look different from now, from when we first met, and although I have learned the ways of this world a bit and have grown a bit, in many ways I still feel the same.
Different, but same.
Yes, different but same.
It makes sense to us.
It really does.
Oh, is this Laurel?
No, this is from Pearl.
Still no news from Midge. We think the odds are now 84.308% that she is phantoming you.
Do you mean ghosting?
We mean phantoming, as in when you think you hear a sound, but your ears are merely playing a trick on you. We thought we had established a hive connection with Midge, but it was only a phantom sound after all. Anyhow, what is Pearl saying?
That her calendar might clear up soon if I want to meet up. Ooh, Silver. It sounds like things are going very well indeed. I think it may be time I tell you a little bit about this.
But we wish to order a drink as well.
Oh, of course. I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Amanda. Our apologies, but the machine is having issues today. We'll let you know as soon as it's working again.
Curious that Earth drink-making skills are so refined, yet so unreliable. This is a land of contradictions.
It sure is.
But do carry on, sibling.
Right, so I've been relying on Amanda to help me with the online part of the online dating. It's been working really well. On average, there has been some small issues.
Earthlings are strange.
Online dating has a reputation for emphasizing that, yes.
Some Earthlings express their interest, but when you say hello, they never answer back. While in real life, saying hello is a starter for 99.845% of conversations. It seems that online, more humorous or breeding-oriented openers are favored. However, if an opener is entirely horned, it is considered out of bounds and angrily dismissed.
Horned?
Yes. That is when prospective partners send you close-up pictures of their horns.
I think you meant horny. I think you meant horny, Amanda, but that's a pretty good explanation. People do that? Oh, yes. I think it would be fine after a bit of conversation. If we get into the mood and they ask me first, I'd probably say yes. Horns can be really pretty, you know. And it feels very strange when that's the first thing they do. Or they even write a single word. I can imagine.
And then, sometimes Earthlings express interest. But after reading a joke that is statistically funny 99.908% of the time, they answer with a sad face and block communications.
Funny for you 99.908% of the time?
Yes. Fortunately, online dating is governed by the law of large numbers, which favors persistence. We are patient.
Amanda has been spending a lot of time on the app, and it started to work out. I'm now having conversations with some really nice people, especially Pearl.
We prefer Laurel. Her facial features are more symmetrical, but Silver seems to favor the asymmetrical Earthling.
It's just, she sounds like a really good person. She's a communications director for a charity that fights homelessness. She cares about other people a lot. I don't think she's been very lucky in return. But she's very funny and curious of everything, and her smile.
Please desist. We can sense your hormones boiling.
You sense your hormones boiling. That's a new one. That's a new one. If you're like sexually attracted to someone, yeah, the hormones are boiling. And she's the person you might be getting a date with? I really hope so.
Do you have a day and time for your date?
No. this is on a different topic. Please excuse me. Oh. So I take it you've been enjoying your time on Earth, Miss Amanda? Or not?
No, we have been enjoying it, but we also see the limits of it.
How do you mean?
We are a hive mind. A hive mind knows no boundaries or limitations. We share all our thoughts and desires. It is not difficult for us to connect. We are born connected, but Earthlings are guarded. They have complex emotions, and they have no means of truly knowing what anyone else feels. That makes them afraid of judgment and of hurt. It must be very difficult and painful for them to connect deeply. There is so much they must let go of first. We could not live like that.
You said that online networks were like a hive. Just one moment. Let me get this. Alright, there we go.
Like a hive, but not a true hive. A true hive requires honesty and directness, as well as a desire to deeply understand others.
I see. You don't think you could ever adapt the way Silver has?
Silver is different. Even when he was part of us, we could sense him looking outwards. That is why he has become such an amazing explorer. And that is why he made the effort to learn the Earthlings' codes and behaviors. He did not just want to understand, he wanted to experience. We are not like him. We like to seek knowledge on what is different from us. But once we have that knowledge, we are satisfied. Uncovering it and bringing it back is what makes us happy. This is curious. It seems we are picking up some Earthling instincts after all. It is a good thing that our data readings here should soon be complete.
And Silver is on his way to getting a date.
It would appear so.
Oh, there he is. Amanda, we have to go.
What? Again?
The call was bad news. The agent... Too late. Just hide behind the counter, quick! Oh, there's the agent. Good evening, Mr. Agent. We apologize, but our machine has been having issues. We cannot serve drinks at the moment. You know very well I'm not here for drinks. I'd rather not involve any civilians in this, though. Oh, do you mean me? I'm sorry, but can't whatever this is wait for another night? I haven't finished my drink yet, and it looks like rain again outside. Well, here's something that can't wait for starters. Barista, did you happen to find an ID card lying around? An ID card? Not that I can recall, no. Well, you haven't been the most trustworthy element. So I think I'm going to look around if it's all the same to you. Maybe it's fallen behind the counter. Let me check our lost and found drawer first. Would this happen to be it? Seems like an important ID card. A shame if someone were to lose it. Well. How astonishing. It was here after all. Sounds like my suspicions weren't exactly wrong, were they? It was an honest mistake. Before you make another honest mistake, I'd like you to remember that I'm good at my job. That sounds like a very impressive job to have. What is it that you're doing exactly? We uncover illegal aliens and extradite them, which is why I've been coming here in the first place. We keep getting tips that there have been alien sightings around this cafe. Speaking of which, are you noticing anything out of the ordinary, young man? I can't say that I have. I don't come here all that often, but it always seems to be very above board to me. Are you sure the tips aren't a prank? It seems that some young people enjoy those as a pastime, and there are very popular videos of them online. That, maybe it is, but I still have to investigate properly. Otherwise, my superiors will have my head on a platter. But you can't waste your time on a cold trail either. Surely your superiors will see that you've done your best. I doubt that. They're a bit obsessed with the alien situation. Obsessed? Is it really that big of an issue? Well, having such unusual elements around disturbs the public peace. Your average Joe has no clue what to make of them, you know. It makes people feel unsettled. I see. Although visible aliens aren't too bad from where I'm standing, at least we can identify and extract them. Aliens who try to pass as Earthlings are a bigger problem. Why so? For one, it just muddles things. No matter how much they try to look like Earthlings, they were born aliens, and aliens they will remain. But now they're aliens who don't look like aliens. What does that mean, you know? And where does it stop? Agent guy looks like Saitama from One Punch Man. He actually... Yeah, he kind of does. He has a shiny bald head. He has a small mouth and a biggish nose, slightly biggish nose. I could say Agent 47, but he has a more of a Saitama look to him. A good observation, Farnas. What if some Earthlings decided they wanted to look like aliens? That would be a huge mess. Would it? Anyway, the top brass insists that we go after them. And in the end, that makes my job a lot harder. All that time spent detecting them. Give me a good spacesuit wearing alien any day, you know? Oh, but don't you worry about a thing. We at Fire always find a way to keep the public safe. I see. So how do you go about detecting them exactly? That's what's easy. Once I have my suspicions, I check their ID. That makes it clear, right? Yeah, I know about that catchphrase. Yeah. Yeah, that blank expression on his face when he says, okay. Yeah, that's a classic OPM moment. That makes it all clear, right? Right. I do wonder, though, what is it? And I'm sorry if I'm being curious. I have a habit of putting my foot in my mouth. No, you're good. No harm asking. In that case, what is it that makes aliens so very different? There are all sorts of people living here. They all have different personalities, different looks. And for me, when I walk through the streets of Seattle, and I see that no two people are alike, I'll admit that makes me very happy. So if someone comes from further away, but they feel an Earthling at heart, would they really be more different than the people who lived in this city? Then the people in this city are different from each other? Or would they just be another version of an Earthling? Perhaps no less beautiful? You know what? At the end of the day, I don't know, nor do I care all that much. Just trying to get the job done here. But you sure have opinions, don't you? You wouldn't happen to be friends with aliens yourself, would you? Now, surely that is. And you know that harboring illegal aliens is a crime? What was that? Just the coffee machine. Seems to have restarted now. That's a relief. Right. This is getting more suspicious by the minute. Stand aside. I'm going to conduct a search. The cat. Oh, what the heck is this? If I'm not mistaken, this is a local cat. It's come over once before. Looks like it might be hiding from another stray. It's very cute. It's very cute. It's also irrelevant to the current. Oh, drat! I have an emergency elsewhere. But if either of you think you're off the hook, you're sorely mistaken. You'll be hearing from me soon. Silver, you're trembling. That's all right. You can come out now, I think, Amanda.
Well, we found this experience
100% distasteful.
actually. It was 40.235% distasteful, 20.834% scary, and 38.931% exciting.
These are some specific stats there. I apologize. This is just nerves. We are truly sorry for this disturbance. It's not your fault at all. But should you be sticking around here? The agent might come back. No. I lured him easily, at least for now. You did? Although this is a good thing, the little cat came in when it did. It brought us some precious minutes.
What sort of earthling are you? We see.
Do you speak cat?
We can feel this earthling's intent better than usual. It is expressing it clearly. It wishes to rest and be left alone.
I feel all out of sorts.
Is the machine really working again?
It is, indeed.
Then make us a drink, and one for Silver as well. The same one should be fine for both. Just make it hot and comforting. And what do you like, sibling?
I think I need some sweetness right now. I would really appreciate a hot, very sweet and comforting drink. Alright. one moment. Very hot and sweet and a very comforting drink. See, probably something like this. And probably no, not ginger. No, reset. Chocolate. All right, let's see if this works. Let's see if it works. Here we go. Plenty of sweetness in this. This tastes amazing. Thank you, Sai. This really is my kind of drink.
It is very thick, is it not?
Ooh, extra thick. The viscosity of this seems to be nearing 10,000 CPS. We like how different this experience is from the drink you served us the other night. I'm impressed though, Silver. You've become quite that savvy at navigating these situations. Even if I'm sure you'd rather avoid them altogether. Yes, I would definitely prefer to avoid them. But I need to get used to them anyway. It does sound like he got suspicious today. That's far from the worst of it. What do you mean? Sai, you know the cafe I said I'm opening? Yes. Well, it's not exactly like this cafe. In fact, it's not exactly a cafe at all. For the past few months, it's been the basis of operations for SAVE. SAVE? SAVE. Society for Aliens and Various Extraterrestrials. Terrestrials. Wow. I know, it sounds very reckless. No, it sounds rather admirable. I think I underestimated you. I don't know. And you see why I've had to become savvy, as you said. I have a lot of people depending on me now. Those who are arriving to Earth and are confused and scared. Those who adopted Earthling appearances and are trying to blend in. Those who are learning how to understand life here and how to understand themselves. For all of them, it's an existential matter. Not everyone is meant to be a hive. I know I wasn't. No offense, Amanda.
We are not offended. We have always known you were different from us. It is all the same to us. You are our sibling, whether you live as the hive or Amanda, or as an Earthling.
Amanda. Farnaz, you seem to be confused about something. I really do love you.
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. That is not a conversation that I think I can have right now. I'll explain it to you tomorrow, okay? After we both have a rest.
We will remind you of it.
I know you will. I think I'm getting a little tired now. Is it alright if we go back?
Absolutely. Our energy is also 98.429% depleted.
Silver, is there anything we can do to help? No, I don't think so. Thank you for your offering, really. But you have a different part to play in all this. And you've been playing it very well. You are very kind. Well, in that case, have a good night, the two of you. And please come again soon. You'll always be welcome here. Us and many others. We know, and we're grateful. Good night, Sai. I'd say good night to the cat, but I don't think it needs my wishes.
Good night, Sai. See, now we can use good night. We find it rather odd that...
Maybe we should continue this chat while we walk?
Alright.
I was surprised about their purpose on being on Earth. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. He wants to procreate. He wants to find the right person in order to procreate and have more alien babies that spread around the world or maybe even the galaxy. But as you've seen in the story, it takes quite a bit of while in order to like get something decent or find someone that works with them in terms of a relationship. They understand each other. What a night. This has been a great deal more animated than we bargained for. And I suppose we have a new four-legged friend now. Wonder what you're doing here, little one. Don't you have a home? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. Ah, well, I guess it's time to let me close shop. But Silver, it's an honor to be related to someone like you. Sweet coffee, lightly sweetened and frothed to help invigorate your tired mind with sweet, inviting aroma. Don't they do these stuff on their planet? Yes, they do, but each planet has something different compared to the last. Curbing recent security data breaches. The government to block data leakers' website. First workaholics treatment center to open. Bachelor's report. Silver algae blooming at the algae beach. Ooh, that's weird. Something's missing from the door. Did I misplace it? Somehow I feel like it's going to be a long, long night. Or not. Good evening. Hey, Sai. How are you? Not too shabby, I hope. Everything is just fine. Besides, where is the winter lady? You mean the Banshee, Riona? We still haven't seen her yet. Positive. How about you, sir? How's work? My shift's over, so I'm free now. Nice. That reminds me, Mr. Hyde was here just the other day. Spawns? Okay, I read that. Ah, that's right. Thanks for... You saved me $100. Not a Wait, what? A replacement key would have cost me at least that much. With the fines and everything. Oof, pricey. Glad Mr. Hyde was around to help then. Yeah. I don't think he'd be in Seattle, to be honest. Oh, but didn't you call him for his spare key? I did. So? Let's just say I had a hunch. There's a pattern of his visits, even if he isn't aware of it. He'll fly here whenever he gets tired of something. Could be about work, life, or simply because he's bored, like with LA. Like with LA recently, or so he says. I never knew he liked Seattle that much. Or there's something that keeps him coming back here. Really? What is it? Take a guess. Well, if I had to guess. Maybe you? Me? I mean, the two of you are very close. And good bonds are hard to come by these days. He's not someone who's big on attachments. Or so he claims. Is that right? Who knows? Maybe that's changing. Because the answer is more or less your coffee shop here. Really? There aren't a lot of places with a good crowd and a warm atmosphere. With an excellent host to boot. And as you just said, good bonds are hard to come by. What's not to like? What's not to like? It would be truly an honor if he felt that way. Did he tell you the reason for his visit? Yeah, he's moving back. He's moving back here, right? Okay, or at least that's the plan. Well, it's part of why I'm here tonight. Aside from getting myself a hot drink, that is. On that note, I'm so ready to take your order. Much obliged. So Henry told me about this Indonesian ginger drink. It has milk, honey. It has milk, honey, and a couple of other stuff in it. I think it's called STMJ. I'll have a cup of that. STMJ. I think we learned it. Okay. Let's check the dialogue again. SMTJ. SMTJ. Let's see. Let me think about this for a bit. Hold on, folks. I'm trying to find a proper idea for this. Let's read that sentence one more time. Let's read this one more time. Hold on. Let's see. Maybe you could try this. Okay, we'll try this one. STMJ. One nutritious drink coming right up. Thanks a lot. So what's in it again? It's a hot blend of egg, milk, ginger, and honey. Drink's name, drink's name itself is the ingredients. Susu telur madu jahe. Milk, egg, honey, and ginger. Oh, that's definitely an Indonesian beverage. That's definitely an Indonesian beverage. No wonder it somewhat reminds me of eggnog. Albeit spicier and not as rich. Yeah, we found it. But I can see why Henry likes it. It's a great stamina. He probably needs it to keep up with Rachel's work. You're probably right. As long as he remembers to take breaks. Maybe I should invite him for a drink here sometime. What do you think? That would be lovely. Then consider it done. Oh, you know what? I don't think Hyde will show up tonight. Oh, why's that? When I called him earlier to confirm, he sounded a little annoyed. And it's not exactly great outside either. I thought he liked this kind of weather. Yes. His car? Not so much. That thing wouldn't survive this kind of storm. Now that you mention it, you may be right. I used to drive him in that car back in the day. Did he ever tell you how old it is? Yep, gave me the whole backstory of it. Oh, I guess I'm surprised he still uses it at all. The car clearly holds a special meaning to him. He was also quite sentimental about it, which makes me wonder if it has anything to do with him moving back here. What do you mean? He lived here before, right? Yeah. And he kept bringing up the past, too. Are you saying his move is motivated by nostalgia? I was going to say homesickness, but I realized that makes no sense. It's the strange looking longing for places gone by. Okay, and maybe even too fast, which is ironic, really. What is? Live long enough and you'll realize the only constant in life is change itself. Things like shifting necessities, curveballs, the world throws at you, decay. Just stuff we have to deal with indefinitely. Considering our lifespans, you'd think we get used to it at some point. But we never do. Never completely, anyway. I suppose the idea of getting used to change is a paradox in and of itself. Keeps us from losing ourselves to the world's relentless speed. You get used to these after a while, huh? Pretty much. Oh, hey there. We meet again. Yes, hello. Excuse me for a moment. Got it. Welcome, Miss Riona. Good evening. I'm meeting with someone to... Oh? Okay then. How's your car, by the way? My car? Oh, you mean the tire? I think... there's really no need for concern, as it was an easy fix. There's really no need for concern, as it was an easy fix. Let's see, where's the line? But I thank you for asking. My pleasure. May I order a cup of Russian tea? Russian tea. Russian tea. Let me think. Cup of Russian tea. So we're definitely going to be using tea, but which tea? The regular tea or the hibiscus one? Let's see. Let's try this combination. Okay, let's continue. Tea, lemon, and cinnamon. Let's go. There we go. Russian tea. Russian tea for the lady Russian to deliver. Yo, did you give her that guy's card? Which card? Which card are we talking about? I have the ID card, which the agent took back, but I don't think there's any other card remaining. Also, hello, Crid. Hope you're doing well. That's a good one. This is perfect, by the way. Thank you. You're welcome. So who are you meeting with, if I may ask? You should know, shouldn't you? After all, you were tasked to give me his contact info. Ah, so you two connected in the end. I'm sorry I failed to give you his contact info to you. It's fine. He sent me a message last night from my private social media, which both surprised me and confused me. I mean, how did he find my account? I heard you can just find about anything online nowadays. Fortunately, I heard you can find just about anything online nowadays if you know your way around. So it's probably an internet thing. That sounds a bit worrisome. About other people's privacy. Yeah, that's a valid concern. All we can do is now is to consider carefully what we put out there, I suppose. Right. And then I wonder, what does he want from me? Yeah, so Hyde's not coming tonight. Probably for the best, given the circumstances. Is he okay? Is he okay? Yeah. He just wants to take it easy tonight. Understandable. Ooh. My apologies for these surges. I was hoping it'd become more stable as the electrical current is I was hoping to become more stable as the days go by, but no need to apologize for something out of your control. That's right. You tried everything you could. Thank you for understanding. How are you doing, Miss? Hey there. Did you manage to resolve your issues with children? Riona, have you managed to restore your issues with the children? Sorry. Oh, I mean the hospital admission problem from the other day. Oh, that. For a minute, Memoirs, I thought there was one-to-one. One. I thought, not one. I read that as a Roman numeral. For a minute there, I thought I'd had a beef with kids I was unaware of. Sorry for the misunderstanding. No worries. That was kind of funny. And it's only been a few days, so not much has changed. How about you? Feeling better? Ah, yes, well, finally, I apologize for the way I acted a few days ago. We all have our bad days, so don't worry about it. Thank you. While we're on the topic, I told Officer Georgie what happened to your car. Would you mind pointing out where you believe the incident took place? Sure. It was quite near the police station, actually. As a metered spot just outside the now defunct library. Oh, the vacant building at the Bourne intersection? Yes, that's correct. I see. So it's originally a library. And you know the area? I know the property, yeah. It's been abandoned for a long time now. It's been a heritage building, so I often wonder why nothing's been done with it. Since it's located in a very populated, culture-centric neighborhood. That is true. There's even an art college. There's even an art college nearby, right? Then again, I've always found the street a bit odd. Again, I've always been found the street a bit. It's just barren, especially if you consider the area. And the weird thing is, I feel like it wasn't always that way. Feel? Don't you mean remember? Oh, exactly what I said. It's a feeling, a not clear memory. That is odd. Well, there used to be a flea market here a long time ago. Perhaps that is what you're recalling? A flea market, huh? Last time I drove there, I remember seeing nothing but concrete. Oh, wait! There's a single card. There's a single dead tree surrounded by strange trinkets. A dead tree, huh? Looked like it. No idea why I almost forgot about it. It stuck out like a sore thumb. No issue. About 8 feet tall. No leaves. It's been there forever too, as far as I know. That's the hawthorn tree. Was something of a landmark for us drivers. And the trinkets you spoke of were manufactured, were actually remembrances of sorts. Remembrances? Hold on. I'm just going to recap a bit here, okay? Sure. Her car was vandalized near a metered parking lot in front of an abandoned library. Well, on a seemingly deserted street within a busy area. It has a large dead tree surrounded by remembrances for some reason. Sounds about right. Except the tree is no longer there. Oh. Are you serious, Pops? Why wouldn't I be? That's crazy. Good evening, gentlemen. Hey, everyone. Oh boy. I thought I'd be early, but you're already here, next lady. Hello. Sorry, for the love of all things holy, tell me why my ladder is here. Well, you're in luck, because it is. Hot damn, thank goodness. Would you like me to get it now for you? Nah, it's fine. Just glad to know it's here. Just bring it with my Just bring it with my drink later. Cheers. Well, well, well. What's up with y'all? What's new? Everything, officer. We were just talking about the spot where Miss Riona's car may have been vandalized. Oh? They got your car too, lady. Yes, but it's also not a big issue. Sorry you had to experience that. Where did you park your car, miss? I can send you the coordinate if you'd like. That'd be real swell. Got it. Okay. Is it written at the area as you expected, or? Pretty much. The same locations where I parked mine a week ago. I see. You can rest assured we've already increased the patrols in that area. That's great. But I'm the only one doing all but doing it at the moment. That sucks. What's that? Am I hearing you, out of all people, doubting my skill, Sai? No, of course not. I just thought it means an unfortunate increase to your workload. Ah, well, them's the breaks, I suppose. Anyway, give me your strongest espresso, Sai, and don't forget my lighter. Let's give an item. Grab this, put that here. And serve. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Si. You probably think I'm being silly. But what can I say? It's my lucky charm. Yeah. It's borderline superstitious, I know. Don't you have anything of the sort? Well, I have one good reason to be superstitious. Whenever I don't have this with me, mad things happen. Right. All right, here comes the strongest espresso in the house. Cheers. Ah, perfect as always. Are you ready to order? Might as well. I like something desserty. This is my cheat day. So sure thing. Any specifics in mind? I saw this video of Spanish hot cocoa drink yesterday. It was so thick, I thought it was chocolate sauce. The name also reminded me of a song. The names also reminded me of a song. But for some reason, I can't remember the title right now. You know, that sounds oddly familiar. Then I'll have that thick cocoa. It's got milk and a little hot spicy kick to it. Let's see. Hold on, let's look at the time first before we continue. You think maybe we could call it a night here and then continue next time? Yeah, it's a little bit shorter than usual, I'm sorry, but it's getting a little bit late and I want to try as much as I can to sleep. So yeah, let me save first. Yeah, so thank you everyone for watching the stream either live or via the archives. Tomorrow I'll be taking a break and we'll be continuing the streams hopefully on Saturday. I'm going to be preparing a schedule also on Friday, so please look forward to it. I'm going to try to see if possible we can have a collab in there, the first collab. We're gonna wait and see, but yeah, hopefully it works out. And yeah, look forward to it, everybody. Anyway, guys, please take care of yourselves. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.